Hi, how are you doing? This is Miss Anathea, your transformational astrologer, evolutionary astrologer, and divine feminine educator. So I'm super excited about today, and that's why I'm doing this video, is because the Sun and Venus have come together today in a beautiful union. And this happens about every 9.5 months. So today is a day of celebration. These are luminaries in our astrology. The sun, of course, being the center of our solar system, the moon being another luminary representing the feminine, and Venus, the third luminary. In other words, the sun and the moon are the brightest lights in the sky, but the third brightest light is Venus. And today, the sun and Venus have come together in a union of love and brightness. And so, where is this happening in your chart? I want you to be curious about that. I'm going to show you some pictures. I'm going to show you some slides and kind of explain what this means, where it is. It's in Gemini at 14 degrees. Where's that in your chart? But let me just share my screen because this is powerful. Also, I humbly come to you with this wisdom and this information and this knowledge because astrology is complex. And I am currently studying what's called the Venus star point. And there are only, I think, about 20 people that are certified by Ariel Gutman in this wisdom that is starting to become more and more common. Okay, I don't want to get over my head on this. Let me share my screen and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is, as you can see, this just is depicting here's the sun, here's Venus, and here's Earth. And the dance, the beautiful dance that Venus and Earth make as they orbit around the sun creates this beautiful five-pointed star or mandala, harmonious mandala that I believe creates the frequency and energy of love. So that I want you to see this. This has been happening for eons and will continue to happen in the sky around us. And it's part of my mission in life, given the opportunity, humbly, to really share and let people know that this is happening. Venus is not just a metaphor for love, but Venus, the planet of Venus, and its orbit and its dance through space with Earth around the sun is actually emitting the vibration of love to help support us to create peace on the planet by evolving our consciousness and balancing our head with our heart. So let me see, what else is the next thing I really want to share with you? So this is today. This is a natal chart, okay? And these are the five-pointed stars. Without getting too complex on astrology, there's exterior conjunctions and interior conjunctions. And what that means is Venus and the sun come together every 9.5 months. Venus and the sun, yes, come together every 9.5 months. And they do it they conjunct sometimes in interior. Venus is on the inside between the sun and Earth. And the next 9.5 months, it's on the outside. It's on the far side. Venus is on the far side. So Earth or the sun is in between the Earth and Venus. But I don't want to get all caught up in the analytics of it. I want you to feel today the frequency of it. That is the most important part. So this is the conjunction today. It's June the 4th, 2024. That's today. And Venus and the sun have come together. Venus is about love. The sun is about power and radiance and shine. Venus is about relationships. Venus is about what you value. And so these are all important qualities, beautiful, powerful qualities that we can, today should be a beautiful, magical day for you. So it's in Gemini. And I want to see what's the next slide that I have here. Yeah, that's that. Okay, so I want to show you the way this works is as a star goes, you have the first point, the second point, the third point, the fourth point, and the fifth point, and it goes back over here. And this brings me back to kindergarten when we used to draw straws and stars and get stars. And I get excited. I'm sorry, my mouth is not able to pronounce the words. I have to slow down. Okay, this is today. The Venus and the Sun have come together in Gemini. But what is feeding, it's called the feeding principle, what's feeding today's union is the previous star point, which was October the 22nd, 2022 in Libra. And this is the first time it stepped into Libra because it's been in Scorpio the last 100 years. This is a whole other subject. But all things moving in the direction of Libra for the next 100 years, starting in 2026, when it comes together again, will again support this process of self and other and balance between self and other and cooperation and communication. This two energy in Libra. Libra is about relationship. Libra is about harmony. Libra is about balance. Libra is an air sign. So air is about elevation and about communication and connecting. Okay, that star point is feeding today's star point in Gemini, which is also an air sign. You know, Libra is about self and other, but Gemini is about the twins. So here we are with today being a magical day with Venus and the Sun coming together in Gemini. Where is this in your chart? And how is it affecting you? And what I'm talking about is, where is this in your chart? Is it in your area of finance? Is it in your area of relationship? Is it in your area of career? Is it in your area of spirituality? Is it in your area of intimacy or deep, dark emotions that you have to look at? Or is it in your area of travel and expanding your horizons? Is it in your area of creativity, creative expression, or children, or your lineage? Just to name a few. But here, let me show you the actual chart. So this is the conjunction today, and you don't need to know astrology to understand this, but it's not just the Sun and Venus coming together in Gemini. We have Mercury and Jupiter thereby, and in the degrees of 2. That, when I was talking about that Libra and all that 2 energy, October 22nd, 2022 in 2 degrees. Is that what it was, 2 degrees? Oops, I'm flipping all over the place. No, 29 degrees, but that 29 is 9, 10, 11, and 11 is 2. 2 is all over. What's 2 about? 2 is about cooperation. It's about me and you. It's about us. It's about ease and flow. You matter, I matter. Okay, I don't know if I've stressed myself enough on that. Okay, so let's look at the chart. I want to really share this with you. I don't want to overwhelm you with astrology, but this is today, right here. Lots of Gemini. What's Gemini about? Gemini is about us understanding. Gemini wants to understand how the world works. So Gemini wants to learn and understand, wants to communicate and connect, wants to network, wants to speak and teach and learn. And Gemini is a very curious energy. You know, in my video, and I'll leave a link to it that I did when I was doing a full presentation, which you can also check out, about the Venus star point and how it actually works. I was giving an example of, hey, if you're a Democrat, go talk to a Republican. If you're a Republican, go talk to a Democrat. You know, as we approach the election, this is not going to be a repeat of COVID, where it was like the vaccinated and the non-vaccinated, the masked and the non-masked. Let's not do that again. We learned the lesson. As we are approaching this election, let's not make it an us and them situation. We are all in the same boat together. And this Gemini star point is asking you to be curious. Hey, what is it that I don't know that somebody else knows? You know, it's about diversity in the best way of the description of that word, that you do not have the whole picture. Be curious, find out what other people know more than you so that you can broaden your horizons and see from a higher point of view. That's what this Venus star point is really supporting all of us in doing. And so Jupiter is expansive. Mercury is the mind. You are being asked to expand your mind. And astrology is supporting you in doing that. Now, this Gemini is connected to Saturn and Pisces. And in just a simplistic way, Saturn and Pisces, Saturn's is systems and structures. Pisces is, oh, no systems and structures. It's just divine order. It's just in the flow. And so the way this is connected, it's challenging us, it's challenging you to dissolve systems and structures in your mind that aren't getting you to a better, more elevated way of thinking. So what belief systems do you need to let go of that aren't serving you anymore? And then there's the circle to Pluto. Pluto is in Aquarius. There's a whole story around Pluto being in Aquarius, and it's going to be in Aquarius. It's a slow-moving planet. It's going to be there for the next 20 years. Right after the election, it's going to be going back and forth between Aquarius and Capricorn until it finally, after the election, it's going to step into Aquarius for the next 20 years. And what it really wants us to do is elevate our mind, see things from a broader point of view. It's about innovation, revelation, revolution, progress. So today is such a powerful day, and I wanted to be the messenger. And it's a 9.5 month cycle. It's not just today, but it's today moving forward for the next 9 months, and it's feeding Capricorn. Let me see if I can go back here. As I was mentioning, feeding from all that Libra energy coming into that Gemini energy, it's then going to be feeding into later in 2026, without going into complexities, it's going to be feeding the Venus and the Sun are going to come together in Capricorn. So basically, with a fresh perspective, we're going to create new systems and structures that are going to be from our more elevated, more Aquarian point of view. So there's going to be a lot of positive change if we create that. If we step into a more open-minded point of view, open our hearts, open our minds, and see things in a new, fresh perspective so that we can step into the future, letting go of the past, taking the wisdom of the past, but not the structures of the past, and creating new systems and structures that are going to benefit not just the elite or not just a certain group of people, but that it benefits humanity. Okay. That's today and for the next 9.5 months. Your job, your mission, if you are willing to accept it, is to open your mind, talk to people that have a different point of view, connect and communicate, and broaden your horizons, open your heart. I hope I've made you curious. Where is this conjunction happening in your chart? Like I said, is it in the area of finance? Is it in the area of relationship? Is it in the area of career? There's 12 different places that this could be happening in your chart. If you're interested in having a reading, click the link below and check out that other video that I have in the link as well, explaining in more detail what this Venus star point is about. But it's working on you. It's working on your head to expand it. It's working on your heart to open it and let it do its magic. And if you want more information, I'm here to support you in understanding this on a deeper level on how it's affecting you in your soul's journey and your evolutionary process. So thank you for listening. Namaste.